Hello boys, welcome back to another session of video tutorials, and this session is meant for class 12th biology students, and this is for 15th January 2021. As all of us know, we are revising for the third time the entire syllabus. First time we revised with the revision notes, so all of you must be having a notes. I told you to maintain one separate notes. I hope you have written the entire notes for all the 11 chapters. Second, I trained you in assertion and reasoning. Every chapter, what type of assertion reasoning questions come, I have given you. Third, we are giving test papers. In the test paper, we are training you in multiple choice questions, 2-mark questions, 3-mark questions, as well as 5-mark questions. So you have overall picture of the chapter. When you keep this revision notes of a chapter, like today I am dealing with the chapter number 4, reproductive health. So how well you understand this chapter? Already I have given you 4. One, reproductive health videos I have given, regular video classes, right from June, July. Second, I have given you in this chapter revision notes with all important concepts, right? Third, assertion and reasoning questions I have given of this chapter. Fourth, now I am giving you multiple choice as well as descriptive type questions. So when you see all these 4 to 5 together, you must be perfect in this chapter. Okay, like this every chapter I have given you. So keep these notes, keep the videos, observe the videos and answer this. Don't jump into the answer session. First answer yourself. See if you can answer it or not. Then go to the answer session and verify how far you are correct. Right, here we go. Question 1. Which one of the following techniques is used in test tube baby program? Test tube baby, right? So let me underline this test tube baby program. And A. Intracytoplasmic sperm injection. Gamete intrafallopian transfer. Zygote intrafallopian transfer. And intrauterine insemination. So I am going to just read the questions first, then we answer. The maximum growth rate occur in senescent phase, exponential phase, lag phase, stationary phase. Question 3. First test tube baby born in July 1978 was Louis Edwards, Patrick Steptoe, Robert Brown, Louis Brown. Question number 4. A mother of 1-year-old daughter wanted to space between her children. The best contraceptive method she should use is oral contraceptives, copper T, tubectomy and diaphragm. Next, question 5. What is meant by RCH care? Reproductive and child health care. Reproductive and child health care, as it is given, regenerative and child health protection, reproduction and choice of health, and rare critical health. Question 6. Suggest any 2 contraceptive methods which are very effective to avoid emergency pregnancy. Question 7. Creating awareness about sex-related aspects is an effective method to improve reproductive health of the people. Is it true or false? Question number 8. Correct the following statements. Are all sexually transmitted diseases completely curable? STDs. Question number 9. Why is hormone releasing IUD? IUD, intrauterine device, considered as good contraceptive to space children? There is hint for the previous question in this question. Question 10. What are the suggested reasons for population explosion? Question number 11. This is important. Repeatedly this table is asked in many times in the board exam, so focus on such type of questions in this chapter. In the table given below, select and enter one correct device out of the following: oral pill, condom, copper T, Saheli, vasectomy, diaphragm, tubectomy, cervical cap. So method of birth control for barriers. So what should be the device? IUD, device name. Surgical technique, administering hormones. So you have to suggest the device. What are the measures one has to take to prevent from contracting STDs, sexually transmitted diseases? And question number 13, focus on this. This is called case study questions, newly introduced for your batch. So you need to focus because it is 8 marks in section A. Case study questions are 4 plus 4, 8 marks, solid 8 marks. You can get it if you train yourself in this. Ratan lives in a remote village. Suddenly, he comes to know that his father has arranged the marriage of his younger sister, who is only 14 years old, to a well-to-do middle-aged man living in a nearby village. This is very common, such things in villages. Ratan objected to his father's act. Ratan was not convinced by his father's idea that a better room might not be available later. Ratan complained to the village head and got the problem solved. A. Did Ratan act properly by approaching the village head? Why or why not? B. What biological considerations made Ratan object to his father's decision? C. What values and responsibilities did Ratan show? Question number 14. Why medical termination of pregnancy, MTP, is done? Is MTP legalized in India? Question 15. Define population density. What are the consequences of high population density? I think all of us are experiencing already the consequences of high population density. So I think it should not be difficult for you to answer this question. Anyway, now take a paper, start answering these questions. Now once you finish the answering of the questions, maybe in let's say 45 minutes, now come back to the answer session. Now let's see question 1. See, ZIFT, zygote intrafallopian transfer. Explanation: fertilization outside the followed by embryo transfer is called a test tube. Outside the fertilization is external. The zygote or early embryo up to 8 blastomeres, this is important many times in your NEET exam, 8 blastomeres, could be transferred into fallopian tube is called ZIFT, Z-I-F-T. So test tube baby technically is called ZIFT, Z-I-F-T, zygote intrafallopian transfer. But the zygote should be having 8 blastomeres. That is the condition. Question 2. Exponential phase. Maximum growth of individuals occurs during exponential phase of growth. This phase is followed by stationary phase of growth. And of course, all of us know, we have seen in the TVs, heard in radio, read in newspapers. First test tube baby was born in July 1978 and it was named Louis Brown. So test tube baby program involve in vitro fertilization of the ovum and transplanting it into fallopian tube or uterus. Okay, that GIFT only. Question number 4, effective one, copper T. Copper T is a contraceptive method under intrauterine contraceptive device which prevents the implantation and reduce the motility of the sperm. So two things it is doing, copper T, because copper is known to kill the movement of the sperms. It is implanted inside the uterus and works up to 5 years. So it is the best method for spacing between two children. Next, question 5. Reproductive and Child Health Care, RCH stands for Reproductive and Child Health Care. RCH deals with all problems related to healthy reproductive life, problems related to care during pregnancy and care of a child after the birth with their immunization program. So RCH program is very good. It is working out very well in villages particularly. And then question number 6, it should be oral pills and IUDs. They may be administered within 72 hours of the coitus. So soon after the intercourse, within 72 hours, the oral pills and IUDs are the best. True, Creating awareness about sex-related aspects provide complete necessary information about reproductive health. You know that one of the most dangerous things that's happening in our country is AIDS and STDs, and most of the time this happens because of ignorance. Hence, awareness about sex-related aspects should be compulsory. Then only we can have healthy India. Question number 8. Some of the STDs, sexually transmitted diseases, are curable if they are detected early and treated properly. AIDS is still an incurable disease, but a day is very soon where we can find out medicine even for AIDS through biotechnology. Question number 9. Hormone releasing IUDs makes uterus unsuitable for implantation and makes cervix hostile to sperms, so all the sperms will be killed. That's how they. Question number 10. Decline in death rate, maternal mortality rate, and infant mortality rate. So the death rate is coming down, that's why population explosion. Increase in number of people in reproductive age, that is normally this this 20 to 35 years age. The people in this age is maximum, that's why the number of population is ever increasing. Control of diseases, so mortality rate has come down because we are having better, efficient ways of controlling the diseases. Better public health care and greater medical attention. So these are the reasons, 4 reasons why population is zooming. Next, question number 11, very important I said. Barrier method of birth control. Condom is a barrier, diaphragm is a barrier, cervical cap is a barrier. IUD, of course, just now we said copper T, intrauterine device. Surgical techniques to, if vas difference in a male is cut, then we say vasectomy, male family planning operation. Tubectomy, fallopian tube in a female is cut. Both the sides, of course, not one side, both the sides, left and right fallopian tubes have to be inserted. Or incision has to be made. Then we say tubectomy. Both are very effective. Next, hormonal administrations. Oral pills and Saheli, of course, very famous. Question number 12. Avoid sex with unknown partner or multiple partners. Okay. Always use condom during intercourse. If any doubt, go to a qualified doctor for complete treatment. So these are the things that one must always keep in mind. Question number 13. Yes, it was necessary to stop the act since, as per the government order, the minimum marriageable age of a girl is 18 years. But as per the story, the girl was only 14 years. So it is culpable offense. Ratan thought of the following disadvantages of early marriage. 1. Forced sexual relation and denial of freedom with restriction to family bindings. Domestic violence, denial of education, reproductive health, teenage, you see these are more these reproductive health problem, teenage pregnancy, childbirth associated trauma. Look at that 14-year-old girl, and high postnatal mortality, mother delivering a dead baby, and population pressure, health costs, this is also important in villages, human development loss, health costs, early widowhood. All these are associated problems. So what Ratan has done is very good. So he displayed a sense of responsibility towards not only family, towards the society, towards the country, consciousness for his family, and respect of government rules, government law. He expressed his views boldly for the right cause. Next, MTP is done, that is medical termination of pregnancy, is done to get rid of unwanted pregnancies either due to unprotected intercourse or failure of the contraceptives used during coitus or rapes. It's also essential in certain cases where continuation of pregnancy could be harmful or fatal either to the fetus or the mother. Yes, Government of India also legalized MTP in 1971 with some conditions to avoid its misuse. Of course, nowadays it is very strict. This has been again reformed The government MTP rules are again reformed in 90s, and even the doctor who performs this MTP illegally can be threatened to lose his doctor practicing license, plus he may be imprisoned. Hence, government is very strict in that. Question number 15, population density. Population density is the number of individuals of a species existing per unit area at a particular time. Example, number of humans or animals per square kilometer, the number of trees per acre in a forest. If the total number of individuals of a given area is n, the number of units of space is s, then the population density d can be obtained by d is equal to n by s, number of individuals of the population by number of units of space. So consequences of higher population density already we are facing in our country, in our native place. As the population density increases in a country beyond its carrying capacity, then it decreases per capita income of a person. It decreases the availability of natural resources like land, minerals, wood, fuel. Of course, most important nowadays is water. General health goes down due to overcrowded living conditions, lot of pollution. It results in large families, and thus children do not get proper care and education. Hence, the population density must be reduced, and it is not the responsibility of the government alone, it is the responsibility